Every genre has that one quote that becomes inseparable from its identity. For fantasy films, no phrase has ever achieved the cultural weight of four thunderous words delivered by Sir Ian McKellen in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. You shall not pass. When Peter Jackson adapted J.R.R. Tolkien's epic, he didn't just bring Middle-earth to life. He gave audiences some of cinema's most enduring dialogue. From the humor of Pippin's second breakfast to the meme-worthy, one does not simply walk into Mordor. The trilogy is filled with quotable moments. Yet nothing has endured quite like Gandalf's stand on the bridge of Khazad-dûm, the moment that transformed Gandalf. Before his duel with the Balrog, Gandalf was largely portrayed as a kindly, wise, and restrained wizard. He was powerful, yes, but his magic was subtle, shaping smoke into a ship, casting light into the dark. The confrontation with the Balrog shattered that perception. For the first time, Gandalf unleashed his full might, raising his staff and sword as he roared a line that instantly etched itself into cinema history. What made this delivery unforgettable was its contrast to Gandalf's usual demeanor. Normally calm and softly spoken, McKellen's Gandalf suddenly became commanding, his booming voice echoing with raw authority. The pause between you, shall, and not gave the phrase a rhythm that struck like thunder, demanding complete attention from both characters and audience alike. Simplicity that echoed across generations. Part of the magic of You Shall Not Pass lies in its simplicity. Much of Tolkien's dialogue is beautiful but complex, filled with lyrical phrases that are harder to memorize. Gandalf's declaration, however, is short, forceful, and universally adaptable. Fans have used it for memes, jokes, and even everyday situations, from road rage humor to classroom banter. Its brevity made it accessible in a way most fantasy dialogue never could be. A line that symbolized sacrifice. The line is also tied to one of the trilogy's most emotional turning points. Gandalf's temporary triumph against the Balrog is immediately undercut when the creature's whip drags him into the abyss. His last words to the Fellowship, "Fly, you fools," cemented the moment as both heroic and heartbreaking. For audiences, it was the first real sense of loss, a reminder that Middle-earth's journey carried genuine consequences. From cannot to shall not. Interestingly, Tolkien's original line in the novel was "You cannot pass." The screenwriters shifted it to shall not, a subtle but powerful change. Cannot suggests impossibility, while shall not declares finality and defiance. Screenwriter Philippa Boyens once explained that the word shall conveys permanence, an unbreakable barrier. Though McKellen was initially reluctant about the change, the performance proved it was the right decision. Echoes from history. The phrase may also have been unconsciously influenced by real-world history. During World War I, French General Robert Nivelle coined the rallying cry, "Ils ne passeront pas." They shall not pass, during the Battle of Verdun. Tolkien, himself a soldier in the Great War, likely heard the phrase. While he rejected direct allegory, it's possible the spirit of defiance found its way into Gandalf's stand against the Balrog. Why it will never be surpassed. 2 decades later, You Shall Not Pass remains the definitive fantasy movie line. It isn't just a quote, it's a moment that encapsulates heroism, sacrifice, and defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. Other films may deliver memorable dialogue, but few can match the simplicity, emotional weight, and sheer cinematic power of Gandalf's 4 words. In the end, the legacy of Middle-earth's most famous wizard lives not only in his wisdom or his magic, but in the way his words continue to echo across screens, classrooms, memes, and imaginations. And just like Gandalf at the bridge, this line will never yield its place in fantasy history.